certain instructions so that the program goes on smoothly without any um, echo problem or without any bandwidth problem. So kindly follow the instructions and cooperate. So I need the attention of the students. If you are using an Android mobile phone or a PC or a laptop, make sure you have a good bandwidth which does not disturb your meeting. And only when you're asked to talk or when there is a necessity, kindly switch on your microphone and your webcam. In that way, we can avoid bandwidth problem for any of your fellow viewers, audience. And also make sure that you are sitting in a room where it is quiet to avoid any disturbances during the program. And do not use the chat box for any reason. Thank you for joining us. And we will sharply start the program at 10. Thank you. Good morning, on and all present here. And good morning, Director Sir. And good morning, respected Krishnamurti Sir, Keshava Swami Sir. And we welcome you to the Orientation Program 2020. So I have a few set of instructions for the students again. So kindly do not use the chat box until and unless it's necessary, and do not unmute your mic. Keep your webcam disabled so that it does not cause any bandwidth problem for any one of your fellow audience. So I request everyone's cooperation to conduct the program smoothly. Thank you. And so any program is always started by invoking our favorite god or goddesses. So today as well, we'll start the program with an invocation. So now is the time for invocation. Maybe you can raise in your place to invoke the god.
Madam, I think that it's not at 10 o'clock. Just wait for 2 minutes. Please don't mind.
We wait? Okay, sir. Okay then. I thought we can start.
My watch is 9:58. Okay,
yeah.
Just wait for 2-3 minutes. Okay?
Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Please. Others may be coming last minute. Okay.
Sure, sir. We will start now. So as I announced, let us just invoke the gods before we start the program, because a program well begin is half done. So I request everyone to raise in your place to invoke God. Thank you.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sukhala, Sukhala, Malayaj Sheetala, Sasya Shyamala Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhra Jyot ज्योत्स्ना पुलकितयामिनी पुल्लकुसुमित द्रुमदल शोभिनी सुहासिनी सुमधुर भाषिणी सुखदां वरदां मातरं वन्दे मातरम् वन्दे मातरम्
Thank you, everyone. So now I request our director, Professor N.V.S.N. Sarma, to welcome the candidates to Indian Institute of Information Technology, Tiruchirappalli. Sir, it's over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Sindhu. Dr. Kesar Swami of Tata Consultancy Services, dear colleagues, students, their parents, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to you all to IIIT Tiruchirappalli. And compliments to all the proud students and their parents having selected IIIT Tiruchirappalli as their next academic interested institution. And I welcome you all to this city of Tiruchirappalli, which is well known for its culture, art, music, etc. And IIIT Tiruchirappalli was started in the year 2013-14 academic year in a small way with 3 MTech programs under the control of Anna University, Chennai. In 2015, it was transferred to the NIT Tiruchirappalli, and NIT Tiruchirappalli started working as mentor institute for this. And in 2019, I joined this institute as the first director. And from then on, it's working as an independent institute with a very strong support from NIT Tiruchirappalli. And recently, about 5 months ago, we shifted the campus from NIT Tiruchirappalli to a private engineering college in the same city known as Oxford Engineering College, and we are working from there. And this was necessary because NIT was getting more number of students, and the space limitation was there very seriously for them. But still, NIT Tiruchirappalli is contributing a lot to this institute by extending their faculty members to teach some of the courses for us and also giving the lab facilities for us. But this year of 2020-21, still we'll be using the labs of NIT Tiruchirappalli and other facilities as and when required. And this institute is established under the private partnership. That means Ministry of Education, New Delhi, and Government of Tamil Nadu have major stakes in this institute, and there are about 6 private industry partners who are also very actively collaborating with this institute in terms of finance as well as in policy making. And they are, the first one, you're already saying, Dr. Kesar Swami is the member from the Tata Consultancy Services for us. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us and guiding us in all the aspects. Okay, policies and many other aspects. For the last 6 years, he has been guiding us very well. And similarly, Cognizant Technologies is another major support for us. And then LCOT Systems of Government of Tamil Nadu is third one. Fourth one is Ramco Systems. Fifth one is Infosys. And the 6th one is Take Solutions. So all these 6 industry partners are also actively participating in policy and in academics and many other aspects of this institute. That's the uniqueness. And there are about 20 such institutes in this country as of now under PPP mode, we call it, public-private partnership. So we are having a lot of independence in one sense of saying, yes, this institute in this manner need not follow all the rules of all other institutes. The Board of Governors decide the policies very strongly, and the academics wise also a lot of independence is there for this institute, where the Senate is going to decide all those things. The Senate members are drawn from major in educational institutes like IIT Madras or other NITs and other IIIT and other places, so that there is a good combination of academicians of various caliber, various specialities and various experiences things, and we are taking advantage of all those things. So in that way, academics wise, we have a lot of independence, uniqueness, and even policy making and activities and many other aspects. We have a lot of independence as well as uniqueness among us. So I request all the parents as well as students to be aware of these facts and see that something is happening in the institute, why you are not doing it here. We can or we need not, depending on the merit of the case. So please be aware of this fact that it has a lot of independence on its own, but it's well guided by a group of members called Board of Governors and another group of members called Senate for the administrative and academic activities. Coming to the faculty strength, yes, we have a very strong faculty with PhD background of all the people. There are about 13 people who are working for the last 1 year very actively on a permanent basis. And we also have some ad hoc faculty as and when there is necessity. And more than that, we have a strong support from IIIT Tiruchirappalli. Faculty members are still taking classes with us, handling labs and participating in our exam process and many other activities. So we have good academic support from NIT, and also our own faculty are equally capable in terms of the educational qualifications, research potential, and many other academic activities. And coming to the campus activity, construction activities, the construction at our permanent place is going on with full. We have adapted a very fast technology to see that the buildings come up, the most essential buildings come up within the next academic year. By July, we hope we'll be able to shift to our permanent campus. Okay, the CPWD is continuously supervising the progress of the works by the contractor, and we are also at the back of the CPWD to give the requirements and see that the quality of work is up to the mark. And there is a very strong monitoring group also for the construction activities to be monitored, and they are continuously looking after all the quality aspects. So we are getting an academic building, one boys hostel and one dining hall by ourselves. And I'm proud to say that Infosys Foundation, headed by Mrs. Sudha Murthy, is sponsoring the girls hostel for us. They are going to construct and hand it over to us, and it's also going to be a world-class building for all the girls students of this institute. That's a specialty. They have given this sort of a thing only to their own institute at Dharwad already, and the second place where they are giving this facility is IIIT Tiruchirappalli. I'm very much thankful to her and her team for considering IIIT Tiruchirappalli for this donation of about ₹10 crores. Then coming to the curriculum aspects, how is the course, what are the things? Yes, we have made it our own way of unique things by taking inputs from our industry partners as well as from the employers of our students, and also conducted several meetings with all premier institute professors and formulated the curriculum, which is going to be started with your batch. 2020 batch is a special batch. Going to have a new curriculum, which is making you to be industry or see that you can take the challenges of the next generation or next decade very efficiently. So curriculum wise, we have revised thoroughly after several meetings and many other things, and it's going to be effective from this academic year. And placement record, we have kept on our websites already, and many of our students are not showing interest these days for the placements. That's why you might see that so many students are there, but less number of them. Don't go by it. Placement is only a byproduct. Okay, you are coming here for your overall development and see that you are able to take the challenges of the world for the next 40 years. So you may choose to go for higher studies, you may choose to start your own company, you may choose to work in many other ways, like joining government services like IAS, IPS, etc. Many other options are there for the people. So after exploring all those things, people are registering for placement, and then only they are going for this. I request all of you also to think right from now towards what will be your next level, where you want to be after these years of study here, and accordingly plan all your activities towards that, and see that you are able to start a company. We are looking for innovators, incubators, or creators of jobs. Okay, because there are so many science graduates, arts graduates, and many others. They may not be able to do what you can do at this point of time. So I request people to think in terms of entrepreneurship qualities and many other skills, and see that yes, you are going to be job givers at the end of the day, not job takers. And regarding the entrepreneurship also, we are encouraging very seriously, and we are trying to conduct several training programs. And based on your requests, definitely we are here to encourage you towards those things. And industrial partners, all of them are very, very active with us, and they are participating, as I told you, in the policy making as well as in the academics formulation of courses and labs, and what are the ways we have to conduct these examinations, and many other aspects we are continuously taking. So a lot of industry contribution is already coming into the classwork, and with this online mode of teaching, we are encouraging our industry partners to send their executives for some special sessions. And depending on your requirements, definitely we are going to organize several industry-oriented lectures and seminars and many other aspects of these things. So in IIIT Tiruchirappalli is more close to the industry world compared to many other institutes in that aspect, that I can confidently say. For your extracurricular and co-curricular activities, we have already started about 7 or 8 clubs in the last 1 year. They are all very active, including sports club and Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat type of clubs, where the people have gone to some other IIIT to understand the culture, music, art, etc. of that particular state, and enjoyed with that group of people there. Okay, we are tied with IIIT Pune, and our students have gone to Pune to understand the culture, music, etc. of Maharashtra. Similarly, 20 guys from Pune have come here. They spent about a week, and we have organized several programs on literature, music, art of Tamil Nadu, of this locality, and they all enjoyed and learned many things, okay, in closer quarters, and it was a very successful program. So similar programs will be conducted in future also, and I request all the students who are joining here to take active participation in these co-curricular and extracurricular activities, which are going to improve many of your skills required to work in the next 40 years to come. So you are coming to an institute where we are asking you to be resident in the hostels itself, is to see that you are participating actively, and there is definitely a lot of overall development in you in the most important age, that is 17 to 21 years of your life, which is going to set the track for the entire next 40 years of your life. And we are practicing internship and projects and other things for a long time, and this is now being adopted by many other institutes, as you are seeing now. So internship was there for the last 4 or 5 years in this institute, and we are encouraging many of our students to go to particularly to the industries and spend a bit of time to understand the environment and the way they exchange the information, the way they are going to give the information to others. Many other aspects you can learn in that 1 month. And even in the time of COVID, we encouraged our students to go for online internships, where the companies have given through online mode all this sort of training. So internships, project work, and doing outside, all these things are well encouraged now. So I request the students to again, okay, consider that yes, you have come to a college where there are going to be several ways to grow ourselves, not only in academics, but also in many other aspects. Okay, I request the parents to encourage your wards to participate in all these activities that will improve their communication, their personality, and their body language to start with, and many other aspects which are required at this time of the year. And I also confidently say that yes, IIIT Tiruchirappalli students are going to make a mark in the society in the years to come. So thank you one and all. Thank you, Dr. Sindhu, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your comprehensive introduction of the institute and for welcoming the students to our institute. And I assure you that the students will take part and will be active in their, shaping years. That is, as you have mentioned, 17 to 20. Hope I receive the same response from all the students who are with us today. Thank you, sir. So now it is time to listen to our chief guest, before which I would like to introduce the chief guest to one and all present here. Sir, a warm welcome to you to the orientation program 2020. And so it is indeed giving me a great pleasure to introduce you to the people who are here today with us. So Dr. Keshwaswamy sir is with TCS, that is Tata Consultancy Services, for the past 2.5 decades. He is presently the advisor human resources in TCS, and he is the head of TCS Academic Interface Program. And he has been serving the position for the past 13 years. That is since 2004. And he was the head of TCS Corporate Learning Facility, which is located at Trivandrum, and also Initial Learning Program earlier. And he also served as a software scientist in Indian Space Research Organization. Yes, everybody famously knows that as ISRO, for about a decade. And he is actually a doctorate in theoretical physics, and his experience with software development, software testing, system management, software engineering standards, and many other fields has been for about 44 years. And we must thank him for being with us today to inspire each and every one of you. And he's also a senior member of IIIE and senior member of ACM, and he's a life member of Computer Society of India and Indian Society of Remote Sensing. So he is also a member of governing council of many IIITs, such as Guwahati, Nagpur, Ranchi, and Trichy as well. And he is also a visiting professor for Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode. And he's also a board of directors of ICT Academy of Kerala for the past 7 years. And he's also part of Internal Quality Assurance Cell of Indian Institute Space Science and Technology, Trivandrum. And he serves as a member of Board of Studies of Computer Science in a few leading engineering institutes across India. Sir, we welcome you, and your gracious presence will make the event a really memorable one, and we look forward for your inspirational speech. Thank you, sir, and the floor is open, sir. It is over to you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Sindhu. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
I'm very happy to be here, and I welcome all young students for their undergraduate program. Joining IIIT Trichy, they have taken a very wise decision. I will share with you why I call this as a wise decision. I will share a PPT. PPT is seen, right?
Yes, sir. It is. Yes, sir. It is visible now.
Yeah. Again, congratulations and welcome all young students. And if there are parents, my namaskar to them. And both you and your kids have taken a very wise decision by joining IIIT Tiruchirappalli. And I will quickly summarize, taking some input from what Professor Sharma was summarizing, to convey why I say it is a very wise decision. This is an institute of national importance as declared by Government of India. As Professor Sharma was saying, Government of India has established 20 such institutes across the country, and they have declared, Indian Parliament has declared this as one of the institute of national importance. And by that, what Government of India means is this. As you know, globally respectable institutes from India, whenever our students go abroad for their post-graduations or for employment, always it's students from IITs and NITs are the two group of students, they are highly respected, of course, from many other leading engineering institutes. But Government of India dream is to make IIIT is another entity like IIT and NIT, which is a globally respectable entity. That is the idea, that is the effort going behind, and people like Professor Sharma and his great team are working on that, and people like us are closely working with them to realize this dream of Government of India, and I am sure we will do it. We will be doing. That is why I am saying it's a very wise decision. Parents and children can be always happy with that decision. This is one of the institute of national importance, and which is going to be recognized as one of the very prestigious institute from India by the global academic stream and also employment groups. And the second reason why I say it is a very wise decision, we have a great faculty base here as underlined and expanded by Professor Sharma, including led by Professor Sharma himself. I don't know how many of you know already. Dr. Sharma, Dr. Narasimha Sharma has been a senior professor from NIT Warangal. He has come all the way from Warangal to Tiruchirappalli to establish and grow this institute. Under his dynamic care, I am seeing the institute has grown much faster in the recent years. Thank you, Professor Sharma. All the best for your effort. And again, because of this, we have Dr. Sharma and his great team with strong support from many other stakeholders like NIT and other industry partners. And I say it is a wise decision that you have decided to join IIIT Tiruchirappalli. The third reason, this is very, very important. This institute supported by Government of Tamil Nadu directly, and it is supported by Government of India directly, and it is supported by top industries in the country, including Tata Consulting Services, which I represent. And tomorrow you have another address by another senior representative from Cognizant Technology also. And Professor Sharma was underlining the important contribution by Sudha Murthy, the Infosys Foundation. They are establishing a girls' hostel for you. See, all these are all to convey all the important stakeholders in the education system in the country, that is governments, both central and state government, and major industries. As you know, Tata Consulting is the biggest recruiter in this country. Big industries like TCS, Infosys, CTS, everybody is behind this institute. Again, this is another reason to say your decision of joining IIIT Tiruchirappalli is a very wise decision. Welcome to IIIT Tiruchirappalli and have a great education career. Is it enough? We have an institute declared by Government of India as Institute of National Importance, and we have a great faculty base led by Professor Sharma himself, and we have great partners with Government of India, Government of Tamil Nadu, and many industries. Whether this is enough to really make a mark? With a lot of support from NIT kind of place, with a lot of other industry support, is it still enough? I will say it is not enough. What is a fourth one which I will expect, which will make this loop complete, the cycle complete, is you young students who are joining IIIT Tiruchirappalli for your undergraduate program now. What is expected of you? I will quickly share. I will not be boring you. Why I am specifically using, normally I also, like Professor Sharma, prefer talking without any PPT only. But today I decided to use PPT because I want to emphasize certain bullets, and that bullet is your guiding principles for the next 4 years. Whatever you are going to spend time, your time, academic time, learning time in IIIT Tiruchirappalli, please remember these 4 bullets. To emphasize that only, I thought I will put up in a slide. Possibly we can note down we are talking. See, why you are becoming an engineer? You are going to solve problems. You are going to solve problems of mankind. You are going to solve problems for our animal. You are going to solve problems for our environment. We have a lot of problems, as all of us know. We have a lot of problems all around us. All these problems need solutions. Who is going to give the solution? Only young engineers like you. How you can become a better solution provider? How can you solve problem better? Provided you have application focus. Whatever you learn, there is no subject which does not have an application. Every subject has an application. And as an engineer, you must always look for whatever you are learning in your classroom. Look for, always ask this question either to the faculty or to yourself, and there are other sources where you can get the answer, where it is applied. Where it is applied, where it is applied. This should be the constant worry for you. Never leave, never stop with the learning. You always supplement that with where it is applied. See, as you know, in your school syllabus, I went through, I put some effort. I went through CBSE and state stream and ICSE stream of +2. Last couple of days, I spent some time because I know I'm going to address you today. I have seen the electromagnetic spectrum. That is whatever stream you have studied, you have read the electromagnetic spectrum. You have seen that the ultrasonic waves are used for studying babies in mother's womb. And you know, far infrared is used for seeing night vision. Night vision cameras are using that so that your security around your house. Now, a lot of homes are having security system at home. Again, far infrared is used there. Like that. Similarly, microwave is used for heating. Whatever you have seen in your, and simple, go, even high school physics, lower level physics also you go. Liquid is expanding when you are heating. Immediately you are having an application as a thermometer, right? Like that, if you do anything in any subject, I picked up physics because physics and mathematics are two important subjects that you have learned during your school education, which is irrelevant for this engineering education. That's why I picked up physics, because you have already learned. The another one is mathematics. See, for example, when you talk about calculus, have you ever worried or have you ever wondered where are these calculus applied? It is so abstract, right? Where it is applied? Then immediately you have to think of the launch vehicles, the projectiles, right? The place. Even I tell you, the hair cutting needs the hair cutting stylist will not know calculus, but there is a calculus in that, because the cut is not uniform throughout the head, right? It will be varying. There is a gradation. There is a calculus involved. Wherever there is a variation, wherever there is a rate of variation, always you have to think of calculus. I pick up an example. See, what is application mindset? I am telling you a typical example. This you learn little later, possibly what subject I am going to cover. This you not have gone through, but this application is interesting. I was working in a store. At that time, my daughter, who was in her UKG class, one day when I came back from home, she had shown my mother's picture with lot of ballpoint line drawn. Appa party is, I speak Tamil at home. Appa party is looking through window. That is what my daughter was telling. That photo was very important for me. But fortunately, I am a sensible person. Even then, I did not scold my daughter. And I saw something interesting, because the UKG teacher has taught the child how to use a scale to draw lines. That was a learning at school. Child has come back at home and practiced that, right? Instead of practicing on a white paper, child has practiced on a photograph. That is a creativity. Possibly she will become a Mrinalson kind of person. So I did not scold the child. But whereas I am a good mathematician, I am a good software professional, I saw something interesting. This is what application mindset I am talking about. For that only I picked up this example. I saw the lines were fairly parallel and fairly equally spaced. So immediately, this subject you will learn later. Immediately, one has to recognize this as periodic noise. Picture is my object. In that, there is a periodic noise, right? That is a line. Since the lines are parallel and lines are equally spaced, I recognize this as periodic noise. Once I recognize this as a periodic noise, one application area of mathematics which is dealing with this periodic noise is Fourier transform. This you are Fourier series you would have studied. Fourier transform you are going to study possibly in a couple of years now. And Fourier transform deals with this noise, this periodic noises. I apply Fourier transform, remove the one contributed by noise line, apply inverse Fourier transform. My mother was back without the lines. This is what application mindset, right? When you see a problem, immediately whether Laplacian transform is used, whether that is used, whether Fourier transform is used, right? What filtering algorithm is used, right? When you talk about algorithms, obviously you are thinking about mathematics. Any algorithm you are talking about, immediately you are thinking of some mathematics at some level you have learned. It can be very elementary mathematics or it can be little advanced mathematics. So this not, I am picking up examples earlier by physics, now with mathematics, because these two subjects you have already learned. But what I want to say, whatever you are learning, whichever subject, a lot of, as Professor Sharma was telling, a lot of effort have gone in to define the curriculum. Sorry, give me a break. 1 minute. Kerala, there is corporation election is going on. There is a lot of noise. Now the vehicle is moving. Very sorry. Very sorry.
It is something practical. I believe everybody understands.
Yeah. And Tamil Nadu, West Bengal election, Kerala election also very tough. Yeah. Okay. So whatever is the subject you are going to learn, please understand, as Professor Sharma was telling, lot of effort had gone in to define the curriculum. Why certain things should be learned in first semester, why certain things should be learned in second semester, why certain things in third semester, like that, and why certain subjects are mandatory, why certain subjects are electives. For every one of them, there is a strong reasoning behind that. So no subject is bad subject. Some subject can be tough subject, that I don't deny. Some subjects are tough. That does not matter. We can be indifferent to those subjects. Please give equal weightage, equal importance to every subject, because every subject has an application opportunity. This learning application of scoring centum is no use. That is maybe useful to get the employment, but ultimately to solve the problem, this application mindset is important. Always in any subject, one liner is this: whatever you are going to learn from day one, you always ask yourself where it is applied, and convince yourself you know the answer where it is applied. Second thing is professional society. This is a very interesting thing. You would not have known now. You will know now, and maybe it is applicable to some of our teachers also. Not here, anywhere in the world, not only in India. We have to be members of professional societies. I tell you why. See, some of your friends, your classmates would have joined mechanical engineering in some institute. Some would have joined chemical engineering. Some would have joined electrical engineering. Some would have joined electronics engineering. Here also, some of you have joined electronics communication. Some of you have joined computer science, right? And different students are taking different subjects. The knowledge space is one that is compartmentalized into different streams, so that operationally it is convenient to deliver a program and enable learning, and then evaluate and award the degrees. But in real life, the problem is this. But in real life, this knowledge is not available in any stream anywhere in the world. Right? The issue is this. In real life, the problem comes to you as a problem that does not come to you as a problem. I am a problem for mechanical engineers to solve. I am a problem for electronics engineers to solve. I am a problem for physicists to solve. I am a problem for chemical engineers. No problem comes to me as a problem like that. A problem comes to me as a problem which calls for integrated knowledge from different disciplines. That is how the real world, because real world is one, knowledge is one, that is divided, compartmentalized for operational convenience. This compartmentalization should not result in isolation so that we don't have a holistic knowledge. That only the professional society is very, very handy. Every professional society comes with its own magazines, technical magazine, where every article, if you see, it will be multidisciplinary in nature. That you don't learn in any individual stream, either mechanical or chemical or electronics communication or computer science or physics or mathematics or biology or chemistry. None of the individual stream will give those kind of examples. You become a member of professional society. If you see any one of those articles, that would be multidisciplinary in nature. This holistic learning is possible when you become a member of professional society. That is one. Second thing, again, that is not available in a regular academic stream. That is what we call a soft skill. What we call as a soft skill. See, for working in team, there are some limited scope like in project work and other areas, but professional society gives you a lot of scope in picking up some of the soft skills which are very, very important for you to be a successful professional tomorrow. We will be shortly seeing what are those soft skills, right? That is again what we are going to see as soft skills here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we are going to see. They are again not available in individual streams. You will understand they are all important to ensure that we are a complete professional. I should be able to apply what we have learned in a classroom to a problem situation. In addition to that, I also need these skills to be effective problem solver and effectively working as a professional. And again, for your convenience only, for this purpose only I came as a PPT, otherwise I would not have used. See, Association of Computing Machinery is one of the important professional society, headquartered in the United States. Student membership are there. Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, another important professional society. I believe in IIIT Trichy also would have certain facilities for you to refer to some of these journals in their library. And Computer Society of India is the Indian society, again concentrating on the subject area that is called computer science or information technology. Right? So I will advise you, based on your finance comfort, you can become member of 1 or 2 societies of this. For example, I am a senior member of all these 3 societies, right? Because that is important for me to keep myself updated. Otherwise, I am an old guy. You can see my hair is so gray. So I have to be current. If I am not current, I cannot talk to people like you. Now we will see quickly what are those 4 or 5 skills which you will be learning in professional society when you are becoming a member of professional society, which you otherwise would not have got. As I said, holistic knowledge. In any paper, if you see, any article you see, there will be different subjects coming in: physics, biology, chemistry, computer science. Any article, if you see, there will be a lot of some interdisciplinary knowledge will be coming in a single paper, which is not available in any individual stream. Teamwork. See, for example, once you have a student chapter, IEEE student chapters in the institute, you will be organizing a lot of events. There you have to work collectively together, right? And different people will take different responsibility. A team will take care of receiving and hospitality, receiving the guests and taking care of them. Some other team will take care of negotiating with the different speakers. So you have to go and talk to Infosys Sudha Murthy. So can you come and address in this conference? Like, you have to convince them why she should come, what she will get out of this, right? So there will be a team which will be going there, negotiating team. Like that, there will be a lot of teams and people will be working together. This again, other than project work, there is no other opportunity for you in any other regular academic stream. So again, a professional society like this gives you a lot of opportunities for you to work together. You have to negotiate with different industry people for their sponsorship. You have to go around Trichy town, and so every conference will have a conference brochure coming up, right? You have to go around Trichy town and convince the local vendors, maybe a stationary vendors or anybody, right, who is relevant, who will see some value in advertising in your browser, depending on what kind of audience it is reaching. All those you have to sell the concept of this conference and convince them what they get out of this with a quarter-page advertisement or half-a-page advertisement. Like that, lot of negotiation you have to do. There will be a marketing team. There will be a reception team. Like that, there will be different teams. There will be purchase team. There will be finance team. Like that, there will be a lot of teams, and this is an opportunity for you to get certain knowledge which is not available in regular stream. And obviously, it calls for a lot of communication. Try to speak in English as much as possible, even among yourself. And I say, I already told you, you have to negotiate. You have to negotiate. Why I should come and address, right? Why I should come and address. Right? See, I will address because I am partner. I am partner of IIIT Trichy. I am also equally interested stakeholder in the system. Other than these partners, beyond this, you have to go and convince somebody else. Let us say Jawaharlal Nehru Technology University, Hyderabad, a senior professor of computer science from there. You have to go and talk to him, convince him why he should come and address you, right? Yeah. So these are all important. Negotiation skill is very, very important for us as a human, right? Ultimately, we are having coexistence. We are exist with other people, right? And we have to work together. We have to live together. And obviously, that calls for a lot of leadership opportunities. Also, you'll be having learning leadership or assuming leadership. These are all very important. I have seen people who have been very, very active in societies like IEEE. They have been very successful software professionals later. They are highly successful, not only because of the technical knowledge, because they bring all these skills. Because of their extensive activity, where their intense activity during their student days in the society. Again, I am telling, when tomorrow when Professor Sharma or Sindhu or Kamakshi or any of the faculty there, if they are giving some work for any conference that is being organized by IIIT, don't think these professors are dumping their work to you. They are not dumping their work. They are giving an opportunity for you to get this knowledge. Again, none of them is available in individual stream. That is why I am saying professional society membership. Look for, based on your financial constraints, you can become a member of one of those professional society. And I am sure Professor Sharma will enable the access to certain journals available from other costlier societies. So, bullet one, application focus, always learn, always ask question where it is applied. Bullet two, professional society, because it gives you holistic knowledge and also it gives you a lot of soft skill what we are talking about. Then again, take project work seriously. Project work is very different from lab work. Every course will have some lab. Lab, the problem is defined, solution is defined, the tools are defined, there is assured faculty guidance. Project work is not like that. That calls for a lot of literature survey. You have to go through a lot of research articles, and you have to define your problem, and you have to define your process of solving the problem. And it can be, unlike the individual lab work, project work can be multidisciplinary in nature. Possibly, you can, electronics communication students and computer science students, together they can take up a project. Like that, this or, yes, I don't know whether system allows here. Maybe a student of a mechanical engineering from IIIT Trichy, I don't know whether that is possible. If possible, that is ideal, right? Project work is much, much deeper, much, much more important than even a lab work, in the sense here nothing is defined. You are going to define. You are going to define the problem. You are going to define the solution, and you are going to define the tools. You are going to define the standards, and of course, guidance will be there for this, either from internally or from externally. But it will not be as dedicated as the guidance what you get for your lab work. The regular lab work that's attached with the coursework is very different from a project work like this. Here you have more freedom, in fact, more learning opportunity. Take project work seriously. The third bullet for you on day one, before when you are joining IIIT Tiruchirappalli, the third bullet from me is take project work very seriously. Soft skill I already underlined. What are the soft skill I was talking about? And that is covered definitely in professional society. There will be other events organized in the institute, and also there can be a couple of sessions on soft skills. But essentially, soft skill is not something which is learned through one day module or three day module or even a 1 week module. It is something you are practicing whatever you are doing. What I am doing now is also I have to practice my soft skill, whatever I have learned. Whether I am doing it well or not is a different issue. But what I am saying, there is a need for us to practice soft skill in whatever we are doing on a daily basis, on a continuous basis. It is not a 4-day program kind of learning. Of course, those things will be there to have the initiation. but ultimately soft skill is something not this IEEE is a formal place. Sorry, professional society is a formal place. Like that, there will be other avenues Professor Sharma and his team will be creating for you. That is all. That's all. This is what I wanted to say. Have the application focus. Think of professional society as a learning opportunity. Take project work seriously, and soft skill is something we have to eternally practice. And this is what on this day when we lost Professor F.C. Kohli last week, uh, he is the creator of IT industry for the world, and based on what he has done only, what he did in 1968, only the IT industry came in. And based on the success story of TCS, many other players like Infosys, CTS, and many other players came in. Even IBM Global is based on TCS success story. And Accenture, everybody has got into IT service industry. This IT service industry was created by Dr. F.C. Kohli. He was the CEO of TCS, the founder CEO of TCS. I joined TCS when he was the CEO, and I had opportunity to work with him closely. Uh, Remarkable leader, very, very remarkable leader, very, very sharp person. I thought because there is a relevance for me because he passed away just 3 days back, and he is called as father of IT industry. And since you are all young students, you are a young child who is getting into the field called IT, and that what education you are going to get that is going to lead you into IT industry. That is IT industry this gentleman created. That's why in all fairness I have to show, particularly since I am from TCS and he is the founder of TCS, I thought I will share this. And this is his one-liner. He told me 3 decades back, Swami, book gives you static knowledge and a membership in professional society gives you dynamic knowledge. You have to constantly upgrade yourself. Professional society is the only tool for you to get updated regularly. This was the advice given by him then. I thought on this day, when I talked about professional society, I will share that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for your inspirational words and also the guiding points which the students should hold as a pillar and work towards their future. Because I think your guiding points have made a foundation, a strong foundation for the students to grow upon the foundation. And the students also have the same belief which I have, that they can take these as guiding principles whenever they are studying a subject. They can think with an application focus, and they can look forward to become members of professional societies, to be dynamic in their profession and also in their other ventures. And also they would take up project works to learn experientially, and also they'll take each and every moment of their presence in the institution to learn soft skills, because soft skills, as you have mentioned, is not just a one-day's thing. Like the other things, it should also grow with the rest of the things. So thank you for those valuable and remarkable points, and hope everybody wish to thank you for this wonderful speech. Thank you, sir. With this, the inauguration of the orientation program has come to an end, and I would like to propose a vote of thanks to everyone who's present here today. I would like to thank our esteemed director and our esteemed chief guest who has given a great speech to inspire each one of you. And I would like to thank the other faculty members and the students, those who are present here with an expectation to learn something new. And hope you will learn and you will grow, and we will also grow along with you. Thank you for each and everyone's presence on this gracious occasion. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for nice words and excellent speech. We'll meet again. Thank you. Sindhu, can I withdraw?
Yes, sir. Next session is at 11 o'clock. So I'll make announcement to the students also.
Yeah.
So that,
Go ahead. Please go ahead and all the
yes,
3-day program.
yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, hello. So does anyone have any query? I think somebody has raised your hand. Please do not present your screen. I think it is Jagan Mogan Dikshit. Yeah, thanks for thanks for stopping your presentation. And yes, the next session on placement will start at 11 o'clock. Training and placement, it will start at 11 o'clock. So I would like you to be online till then and kindly follow the instructions throughout the program. Do not unmute your mic. Do not enable your webcam because it will affect everyone's bandwidth. There might be some problem. Only when it is necessary, use the chat box. If you have any bandwidth problem or if you have any problem in hearing the other person's voice, so in that case, I'll be alerting them. If not, you can then use the chat box. Otherwise, do not use the chat box. So far you have cooperated. Thank you very much. And I look forward for the same cooperation. And do not present anything while the speaker is presenting something because it hides the screen of the speaker and we are unable to see anything or the screen goes invisible. Okay. So kindly do not present. Thank you very much. And the session will sharply start at 11 a.m. Welcome back, everyone. So, amidst us, we have Dr. Devasena. Devasena, ma'am, are you there?
Yeah. Yes, Sindhu, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Shall we start?
yes, ma'am. Yes, we can start. So, Devasena, ma'am, is a faculty of Computer Science and Engineering in IIIT Tiruchirappalli. So now I welcome her to talk on training and placement. Hope it will be an informative session. So I would like you to pay attention to her presentation, and yes, you can, maybe if she permits, you can ask her your queries. Thank you. Ma'am, the floor is open and it's over
Thank
to
you,
you.
Sindhu, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Myself, G. Devasena, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, IIIT Tiruchirappalli, and also the coordinator of training and placement. First of all, I would like to congratulate one and all for clearing JEE exam and got admission in our institution, right? So for the past 2 to 4 years, right, you worked so hard, right? Now you have reached one more stepping stone of your life, right? So I really congratulate everyone, and you feel happy, I guess, right? You got admission in very good institution, an institution of national importance, right? So definitely your career will be very bright, right? Fine. As each one of you is more concerned about the placement before choosing the institution, right? This session is arranged to give you the clear picture of placement process in our institution. Okay, fine. So before describing that, right, we had a very good motivation talk by our chief guest and our director, right? So the main objective of establishing IIIT is to focus on the challenges faced by the IT industry, right? So accordingly, the curriculum will be revised for a certain period of time to meet the industrial needs. So after your graduation, right, you can feel that you have developed a lot in all sort of skills during the period of 4 years. So the institution provides an opportunity for the students to improve their professional skills, interpersonal skills, as well as co-curricular and extracurricular skills. As it is a transition period from school to college, the purpose of conducting this orientation program is to give you the idea of various activities conducted by the institution and how you can utilize them in a better way as per your area of interest. If your interest is on music, then you can join Fine Arts Club. If your interest is on sports, you can join Sports Club, right? So for the past 2 years, you temporarily suspend all these activities because of the steady pressure, right? Now, it's all open to you now. It's time to search your unfold talents. It's time to expand your search space. It's time to identify yourself as a human, right? You are going to lead a individual life after your graduation. So long, your parents and your family members supported you a lot. So how you will be after 4 years, right? So with that motive, we will start today's session. So you are expected to contribute to your family and the society after your graduation, right? So that's why we have established a wonderful environment for you. Now I'll present my screen. Sindhu ma'am, please confirm me whether it is visible to you or not.
Yes, ma'am. Sure, I'll do.
Is it visible to all?
No, ma'am, not yet. You haven't started presenting. Now it is getting presented. Maybe we wait.
Is it
Ma'am, it
visible
says,
now?
yeah, now it is there, ma'am. Now it is there. Yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes. It is
Okay.
visible.
Yeah.
You can go ahead.
So this is the agenda of the session. So what is the objective of placement in training, and what are the industrial training we are providing? What is the pre-placement and actual placement process, and who are the recruiters so far, and statistics of placement so far, and what expected outcome of this learning, right? BTech degree program. Fine. As I said, during the course of your BTech program,
James and ma'am, I think you have a problem with network. Your voice breaks often, ma'am.
yeah, one sec, I'll check in the.
Yes, it is informed to the presenter, the speaker. Mukesh Kumar, yes.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Now it is better.
Okay,
If
fine.
there is any
So,
problem, I'll give an intimation again.
yeah. Just confirm me whether my screen is visible or not.
Your screen is visible, ma'am. You
Okay.
have to make it a presentation. Make it as a presentation. That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
screen is visible.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry for the interruption. Right. Fine. So due to the bad climate here, so I'm getting network issues, I guess. Fine. So as director said, in your batch, right, you are going to study a revised curriculum. The curriculum is designed carefully in such a way that it should meet the industrial needs. So with all the discussions that we have undergone with the industrial persons, we come up with a revised curriculum. Our HODs will be conducting one elaborating session on curriculum. So just I want to summarize. For the first 2 years, you are going to study core courses of your respective discipline. So if you have chosen CSE, then certain course subjects are there, like programming, computer programming, data structures, computer networks, web technology. These are all some of the basic courses you need to study in CSE department. If you are electronics and communication engineering, and you have to study signals, analog signals, circuits, electronic devices, semiconductor devices, VLSI. So on so courses are there. So for the first 2 years, you are going to study core courses. And for the rest of the years, the next 2 years, the courses are designed in such a way that it will be applied on industrial needs. So as part of curriculum, internships also there. So what is internship? There is a separate credit for internship. Internship has to be done during the summer vacations, not during the academic period. It should be an extra activity given to you and a separate credit is assigned to that subject. So in industrial training, in internships, you need to undergo some training in the industry and some task will be assigned to you. You need to complete it within the deadline. Then your work will be evaluated both by the industry persons as well as the professors. Through internship, you will be learning the working culture of the industry and the demand of the industry, and through that you can able to apply whatever you have studied in the theory courses, and you will get a confidence of developing a complete project. It's like a mini project that you have to do it in industry. So in this way, you will get a better understanding of how to apply the concepts to solve a real world problem. Apart from that, industrial lectures will be arranged for the students to explore the demand of the industry and to learn the cutting edge technology through interaction with industry persons. An interactive session will be arranged and you will get exposed to new technologies and the future trends of the industry. Workshops will also be conducted on latest tools and equipments to gain a hands-on experience, right? So this will be something different from your laboratory sessions. So in laboratory experiments, whatever concepts you have learned in theory courses, that you will apply for some data and you will get some results, and with that result you will perform some analysis. But workshops is something different, that it focuses on the latest tools and equipments and how to use them to obtain certain results, everything. Students will also be working along with their professors in the research area and showcase their work in national and international conferences. Moreover, as chief guest said, soft skill training will also be provided to develop your interpersonal skills right from second year onwards. Next, I would like to describe what are all the things that are happening behind the campus placement process. When you enter pre-final year, we will form a student volunteer team whose responsibility is to assist the coordinator in all placement activities along with their seniors. So they will get an exposure of how to work as a team. They will be involved in organizing contests, coordinating other students, communicating effectively with other both industrial persons as well as the students, exploring the internship opportunities, participating in hackathons, coding contests, etc. Before apply for placement, assessment tests will be conducted through some coding platform, as the main objective is to focus on information technology area, an assessment will be conducted through intra-college contest with hackathon and CodeChef platform. Recently, we established CodeChef chapter to inculcate coding culture in the institution. The students can identify the areas in which they need to concentrate more through this assessment test. It is not a filtering test, it is to assess yourself where you are lacking, where you have to concentrate more, in which area you are confident. Everything will be assessed through such test. To attend campus placement, you should have a minimum of 60% CGPA. In this way, students are prepared in a step-by-step manner to grab the placement opportunity. Now, let me move on to actual campus placement process. The first step of this process is we will prepare a brochure and we will send invitations to various organizations, companies to participate in the campus placement. Along with the invitation, we issue a job description form and internship description form to them. Once we get a reply from them, there will be a separate campus recruiting team in each and every companies in the HR department. So the concerned person will reply back with the description of the job, what technology they are recruiting, at what package, where they will be posting. Everything will be described in the form along with the signature. They will send back this to us. The next thing is we will circulate from the placement department, we will circulate the job description to all the eligible students and request them to apply. Whoever is stronger in so and so technology they are looking for, they will apply. So this communication will be done by our student volunteer team members. So once they are ready with applying for that particular job, we will collect the resumes and we will submit the resumes to the organization or companies. After assessing the first level of shortlisting the resumes, the companies will confirm the date to conduct campus placement. They will fix the slot and they will inform the selection procedure. First level of procedure will always be a written test, right, which includes aptitude as well as technical. Nowadays, the trend is very dynamic. In each and every company, the selection procedure is very, very different. Game assessment is there, solving, coding, they will give some problem and you need to code with much efficient manner. Writing a program is nowadays not enough. Writing a program in an efficient way is more required by the industry. So they will first assess the written test and they will shortlist some students and they will call for interview or group discussion or HR in the subsequent levels. In this pandemic, everything happens through online. So we need to adapt this mechanism also. We have to give interview through your laptops with the camera on, and they will assess you, how you are behaving, how you are replying, everything they will assess through your laptop. So after all this process, they will send us the list of selected candidates. After intimating the selected candidates, they will take some more time to do all the formalities, and they will send us the offer letter. And the student should sign from their end, and it will be submitted. The offer acceptance will be submitted to the companies. This is the procedure followed in campus placement. So far, we have these many companies, and our students are doing well now. We have alumni group also, so they will be often giving the input to us, and they are helping the juniors to bring IIIT Trichy, and they increase their visibility of IIIT Tiruchirappalli everywhere. So by seeing the list of companies, you will get tempered, right? One day you will also be placed in any of these companies, not only restricted, limited to this one. Apart from that, in this COVID situation, we find a lot of startup companies showing interest in recruiting IIIT students. Especially, they have mentioned they are looking for IIIT students as equal to NIT and IITs. So that's why I guess our chief guest told that you have taken a very good option. Not only campus placement is going on, off-campus placement is also going on parallelly. Like TCS stopped campus placement nearly for the past 4 years. Per year, they are conducting some 4 hackathons and coding contests like TCS Code Vita, TCS Ninja. So in different names they are conducting, and they are looking for a good candidate all over the India. They are not focusing on particular institution. So for certain levels, you have to cross all these hackathons. Once the filtering process is done through these hackathons, they will conduct an interview. So in the past 2 months, our students participated in TCS Digital Campus Placement, which is an eligibility test for TCS recruitment. The name of the test is NQT. You can search. So our students, 15 students, have cleared their exam, and now interview is going on. All in off-campus only, not in on-campus, right? So opportunities are more. The thing is, we have to prepare ourselves to meet the challenges. And this is the statistics we have obtained so far. So highest package is 32 lakhs per annum, lowest package is 5 lakhs per annum, and highest internship package. So I'm proudly saying that our current final year student, 2 of our students participated in Google Summer of Code, and they got an internship, and they had an opportunity to work with Google person, and they have completed their project. For that, they give salary of 2.25 lakhs for 3 months internship project. So by hearing this, you'll get some awareness of how you have to equip yourself and how you have to update your skills. So based on that, you will get an opportunity. So none of the opportunities will be made compulsory to all of you. It depends on your area of interest. You can apply whatever is suitable for you and you can grab that opportunity. So that's why I have mentioned that your skill decides the package, right? Not only CGPA. CGPA is first level. After that, your skill only speaks. The knowledge you obtained through your laboratory experiments, mini projects, coding contest, internships, everything will come into picture as skill before the interview. It won't come in overnight, right? So mostly after coming to college, students have the tendency to study only before the exams, right? So these skills won't come overnight, right? So in the movie, everything happened within 5 minutes song. Life is not like that. The skill should be gradually developed by the students, right? But your capability is much beyond that. Skill is something you can get training and you can develop, but have much higher capability of doing the things. So if you're not getting any placement, don't lose heart. There's nothing wrong in it, right? So getting a job is not an only option. As our director told, you can create your own companies and you can give opportunities, job opportunities for more people and students like you. So getting a job is identifying some talents, and if it is suitable for their company, they will grab, right? If they didn't grab, it doesn't mean that you're not having the capability to do the job. That's why I want to insist that your capability is much beyond that. You are capable of doing so many things. Our knowledge is very, very broad, right? And what is the expected outcome of the graduation? So throughout the period of 4 years, you will develop technical skills, analytical skills, communication skills, soft skills, lifelong learning skills. It will change your life throughout this 4 years you're spending in the college or institution. Your attitude will change at the end of 4 year program. You will be so matured. You'll be so mature to handle all the problems in front of you. You can stand alone. Am I right? You can provide innovative solutions to a real world problem. You can apply probability, what you have studied in the first year, in solving some banking problem. And you can apply the logic that you have learned in your courses in some other stock marketing problem or medical analysis. Even though we are having modern technology tools and equipments, still we are fighting with COVID, right? It's not because of the technology. It's because of the dynamic nature, characteristics of the virus. We couldn't predict the pattern of the diagnosis. That's why still we are suffering. So we are obviously push ourselves to innovate some other better solutions. So what are the solutions that are invented earlier is not applicable to the current problem. So that's why innovation will also be there. And through these internships and projects, mini projects, you will adapt the working culture of the company once you placed. Indirectly, you will get all this kind of skills without explicitly specified to you. You are able to work in a challenging situation. If you are assigned some organizing, if you are involved in some organizing committee, definitely you are slowly developing some leadership qualities, how to make things happen. You're slowly learning all these skills indirectly without proper training, right? So out of this campus placement, what are all other opportunities you can acquire? You can pursue higher education in abroad or any other institution, and you can continue your research skills there, and you can become an entrepreneur. You can develop your own startup company, and you can join as a JRF. And much more. Opportunities are wide. So it's your job to equip yourself day by day and updated your skills, not only as an individual, also as a team. That is more important. The institution will give you a helping hand to make your life better. But you have to use all these opportunities to go one level next in a better way. So this is my ending quote. Empowering thoughts will enlighten the life, right? So far you have traveled in a single track, right? By keeping the one thing on mind, clearing the JEE. For that, you compromise so many talents within you. That's why I told that it's time to unfold your talents and make your parents proud, right? And it's a responsibility of the citizen to contribute something for the society around you. Right? So the meaning of education is more diluted nowadays. Getting education is to help the society, right? So we make it in a wrong sense that I need to get a job, I have to look after my family. Apart from that, you have the responsibility of uplifting your next generation. Okay. So we'll also conduct some motivational speech for the students to induce their inner personal skills to come up. Once again, I want to repeat the same words. Empowering thoughts will enlighten the life. Thank you so much. Sindhu ma'am, I'm done.
Yes, Devasena ma'am, I'm here. Thank you very much for a very detailed, introduction or a detailed description or whatever. Okay, so and you have also summarized most of the important things involved in getting placed. Hope everybody has now understood what they have to do to a level where they want to reach. So it is a joint responsibility of the faculty and the student. It is not just the faculty's responsibility. It is on both our shoulders that we have to work together and walk in the right path. So if you do not know, then there are people to guide you. So thank you very much for the um, information on placement and placement process, and also information on what a student should do, okay, to get placed after their graduation. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you all.
I would like the audience to wait for the next announcement. Kindly wait until the next announcement is made. So, do you have any queries related to placement? And if it is there, Devasena ma'am will answer you. You may unmute yourself and talk. Yes. If you have any queries related to training and placement, you can ask now. You may unmute yourself and then talk. If you have any queries related to placement and training. Devasena ma'am, are you there?
Mr. Rohit, just unmute yourself and just you can speak.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah,
I would like to know about the average package of the institute.
12.5.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, any other queries?
Ma'am,
Yes, Gautam.
actually on the site it is 5, average package is 5. On site it is mentioned that,
Oh, okay, fine, fine. This
and high.
what about
It
this?
will be revised after every student getting placement, right?
Okay.
It is
Yeah.
like it changes every time once a student getting placed and all that. So maybe the update is a little delayed in the web page. So we will be updating it soon.
So average package of 2019 is 12.5.
Yeah. Now,
2019. Yeah.
okay. I have included 2020 placement also. Okay. So it will be
Okay.
dynamic. We will be keep on updating the things. Okay.
Okay. It is of CSE department, no?
Both
Thank you.
What is the lowest package, ma'am?
5 lakhs per annum.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, how many students have been placed so far
In which batch?
in CSE branch?
60% of the students.
And the placements are still going on.
Yeah, going on.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
What about ECE branch, ma'am?
They are also placing in IT companies. We are looking
How many?
for core companies also.
Yes.
So due to this pandemic situation, we didn't get much recruitment on ECE side because they need to go there and work, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully that will also increase. It is only the present scenario. But anyway, like ma'am mentioned, placement, yes, it is important, but simultaneously improving your ability. It is all it all entirely depends on your ability and your skills. Like the chief guest today mentioned, there are multiple factors related to the placement of a candidate. So yeah, the market situation is one, and the remaining is also there. And the training and placement department is really working hard to yield recruiters. So hopefully they will also get placed. So anything else? Is there anybody else who has a question?
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, with that
How is
yeah.
how is internship helping us?
How was internship? Come on, Keshav, again.
Helping us. How is internship helping us in our growth?
Yeah, you are learning how to do a project individually, as our chief guest told, right? So you are learning. Nobody will be guiding you. They will assign some task to you, and you need to write a solution for that. That will be assessed by both the industrial persons as well as the academic persons. And since you are going there in the company and you're doing something, you're learning some working culture of the industry. So it indirectly helps you to develop your interpersonal skills, how to approach a person, how to present your ideas to them. Everything you will be learning.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Thank
How
you.
to organize your profession and many other skills you will be
ma'am, I
learning.
have a
And
question.
also, yes, Jagmohan.
Ma'am, will everyone can get internship? Yeah, and there is any basic criteria to get internship?
No, everybody, it's a compulsory course. Everybody should do internship during summer. of your third year.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
One internship is compulsory, but
And
if
you can
you,
do
yes,
a
ma'am.
number of internships. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do any number of
So
internships based on your available, time and all that, which will really help you to improve a lot of skills, not just academics. You can learn through experience where you will be applying what you have learned, theoretically in the books and in the classroom. And whatever you have learned in your laboratory, you will have a real-time experience of using all those when you're doing an internship. Am I right, Devasena ma'am?
yeah, exactly. So students who have already completed this CSE subjects in their school, right? They will immediately start internship right from second year onwards during their vacation period. So it's not limited. So it's how many internships you are done, it will strengthen your resume. When you're presenting to the interviewer, you can proudly say that you are contributing so and so things. You have done so and so, you have learned such things through this project. Everything you can elaborate, right?
Yeah, moreover, you should make sure that your internship should not disturb your academics. So that is something that you have to keep in mind. Though you are allowed to do a number of internships, you have to keep in mind that it should not disturb your academic schedule or academics. Okay, so that is when it has its own benefit. Is Anish, do you have any question? Anish Kirodibal?
Ma'am, is there any criteria for participating in coding contest like CGPA or anything else?
No, no. For coding contest, there is no criteria like that. You can participate in all hackathons and coding contests, competitive programming, everything. You can involve yourself in all such activities
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
in parallel with your academic.
Ma'am, the industry partners are helping in internship.
Pardon?
Ma'am, the internship partners that like TCS, Infosys, they are helping in the internship. They are offering jobs, internships.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I believe that's all for today morning session. So we'll be rejoining in the session at 1:45 p.m. Yeah, Pranav Tiwari, do you have a word?
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to ask, how do we bag up internship? Means, what is the process for internship?
So at the end of your sixth semester, right? During April or May, you have to start applying for companies requesting to do internship in their companies. So accordingly, they may conduct some written test or they may test some basic level of your knowledge, and accordingly they will send us the listed candidates, and joining procedure will be there, and you can go directly and you can do that.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
ma'am, in which company we can do internship?
it's not restricted to anything. You can do anywhere. Even
Okay.
for abroad also you can go. There is so many students. Many of my NIT students will go abroad and they will do internship for 2 months. And they will be working with some professors in the universities, abroad universities, and they will be coming back. Yeah.
It all depends on your interest, affordability, and your skills. Yeah, Satvika, do you have a word?
Ma'am, can I?
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Ma'am, syllabus is 2019 and 2020 syllabus is same?
No.
Hello?
No.
No, it's not the same. You will be introduced to it in the afternoon. Don't worry about it now. So they will give you more information on that in the afternoon.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. So shall we wind up? Shall we rejoin at 1:45 sharp? since the session is at 2, I don't want people to be delayed. So if we start on time, like in the morning, we can also wind up on time. So I request everyone's presence by 1:45 using the same link to join the meet. Thank you very much for your cooperation throughout the morning session. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Devasena ma'am, for your patient answers. Thank you.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.